Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Know the Laws of India. So today let us have a discussion on the issue of child custody and the law that is applicable on it. Now when husband and wife decide not to stay together or they get separated by way of a divorce decree from a court of law, and if the couple has a child, then issues arise with respect to child custody as to which parent between the two must have the physical custody and control over the child. Now, child custody can be decided by parents in two different ways. Number one, when parents decide not to stay together, they can decide by themselves without any outside interference with respect to the custody of their child. Now, when parents decide by themselves without the help of any outsider, they can make a decision about the custody of a child on a mutually agreeable terms. Now, what we see in majority of the instances in courts are that when parents get separated, they are not even in talking terms with each other, and sitting together and making a decision about the custody of their child is a very complex task for them. Now, the second option that is available to parents is to approach a court of law and request the court to decide the custody of their child. Now, when parents approach a court of law, the court makes a decision regarding the custody of a child on the basis of legal principles and legal provisions. Now, in majority of the matters related to child custody, we see that one parent wins and another parent loses. Now, this situation can be avoided by parents if they keep aside their disputes for a certain period of time and decide about the custody of their child on a mutually agreeable terms with the help of a professional mediator on a mutually agreeable terms wherein the interest of both the parents are taken care of and are balanced by themselves. Now, when the court steps in to decide the custody of a child, the court makes a decision on the basis of the principle of best interest and welfare of the child. Now, what constitutes best interest of the child depends on variety of factors. Now, some of the factors that the court takes into consideration while deciding the custody of a child is that the court looks at factors such as the character of the parents, the economic and financial capabilities of each parent, and as to which parent is in a better position to provide better atmosphere for the child to grow up, and which parent the child is comfortable with to stay, etc. are the factors that the court looks into. The important factor that we must note here is that there have been circumstances wherein the court has come to a conclusion that neither father nor the mother deserves the custody of the child, or the child is not safe in their hands, and the court has granted custody to a third party such as the grandfather or the grandmother. Custody of a child has two major aspects to it. Number one, the physical custody or control over the child himself, and number two, the authority over the properties and assets that belong to the minor child. Now, the mandate of the law is that the child who is below the age of 5 years in case of a Hindu child, and a child who is below the age of 7 years in case of a Muslim child, their custody has to mandatorily lie with the mother. Now, only in exceptional circumstances the father would get the custody of a child if he is able to prove to the court that the mother is not in a position to take care of the child and to protect the child. Now, this is only in exceptional circumstances wherein the mother is a drug addict, or a mother has a criminal background, or the mother otherwise is incapable of protecting the child. The father would get the custody of a child. There is a misconception in the minds of many people that fathers never get the custody of a child from courts. Now, this is a wrong notion because courts are now aware of the fact that mothers were only traditionally considered primarily responsible for the growth and development of the child, and fathers were considered bread earners for the family. Now, the courts are well aware of the fact that although the mother's love and affection is of utmost importance to a minor child who is not able to take care of himself, the love and care of father is equally important in the upbringing of a child. Now, considering this factor, the courts are inclined towards ordering an equal time sharing regime for father to have a chance to contribute towards development of his child, and make sure that the child gets equal time from mother as well as father. When making a decision about the custody of a child, the court is aware of the fact that the love and affection of both the parents are equally important for the all-round development of a child. The court grants what is known as visitation rights to a parent who is not given custody of a child. For example, if mother is given a custody of a child, father is given what is called as visitation rights, wherein the father can visit and speak to his child at specified time and specified place by the court. On a general note, the child custody battles in courts are very complex and time consuming, and ultimately it is the child who suffers from all these complexities for no fault of his. And to avoid this situation, we strongly recommend parents to settle their dispute regarding custody of a child outside the court, and the parents work with professional mediators to arrive at a solution for all their problems.